Hey guys, welcome to another video. Joshua, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Twitter less toxic. Now, personally, I love Twitter in a sense, right? I used to love Twitter. There was a time when Twitter was a great place to go on and find out what was happening in and around you. You know, you could find out what's happening in your area, what's trending. You could find out what's happening with your friends, people you follow, and people who follow you, right? However, over time, as with other social media companies, they've become very toxic in that they are so driven by ads and trying to drive engagement as high as possible that they've changed the core mechanics of how their social media sites work. So Facebook is a big example of this. They've completely, destroyed Facebook. It's pretty much in stay away territory now. Twitter is not too far behind. It's so toxic. It's an echo chamber for harmful ideas for many people. It's very political, it's very noisy, it's stressful, and it's almost useless and addictive, which is a problem because it used to be something that was pretty useful for getting quick bits of information that you couldn't really find on other social media sites, and keeping up with the latest happenings and events in a meaningful way. But now it's become something completely different where it's just super reactionary. There's lots of mob mentality, and again, you guys know the drill, so I'm not going to go off into some rant here. Anyway, so today I'm going to be showing you a tool that allows you to claim back the good bits of Twitter so you don't have to suffer through all the bad bits. Okay guys, so this is Twitter currently in its default state. This is my Twitter. If you aren't following me, make sure you drop by, give me a follow, link in the description below. Right now, this is what Twitter is like, the default experience of Twitter. And my problem with Twitter is there's just so much stuff that I actually don't want to appear on my feed that I get. Now, if you look over here, this box on the right over here is the main problem. What's happening? Trends. And then down below is who to follow. I mean, for the most part, if you have to tell me to follow someone, should I really be following them? Right? I want full control over that. And this is them trying to, insert that suggestion in your head. So you just keep clicking. It's trying to get that addictive behavior going, that feedback loop going. If you go over to what's happening and you look over here, now check this out, guys. On some trends, you can click on the three dots to click on not interested in this, or this trend is harmful or spammy, right? But most of those trends, again, they're usually one word. They don't really grab your attention unless it's something you're interested in anyway, so it's usually not a problem. The problem are these ones where you don't actually have any control over. So you've got this Premier League, Liverpool versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, I love the Premier League. I watch the Premier League. So yeah, this is something I would normally be interested in, but I hate the fact that I have no control over this. Twitter gets to decide when I get to see this. The same with this. Awards season 2021. I have zero interest in this. So why do I have to see this? Why am I being forced? And there's no way to modify this or to declare any interest or disinterest in this. You can't even report it. So you're forced to consume this. You're forced to be exposed to this. That's the big problem with Twitter right now. Now, enter the hero for today. A cool new tool, which by the way is open source, always a big plus for me because then you can actually see what they're doing in the code. And it's called Tweak New Twitter. This is the GitHub page, just proving again, it's open source, all the code's there. Now, if you go over to the Chrome web store to get the extension, it's called Tweak New Twitter and it's offered by JBScript. As you can see, practically a 5-star rating, very good extension. I've been using this for a while and I can tell you it's fantastic. What this does is, of course, I've installed this already, so once you install it, you can see it over here. It appears over here. It's called Tweak New Twitter. You click on options, you click on the extension, click on options, and it takes you into this settings page where you can actually, so I've turned off everything so you can see the default Twitter, but this shows you all the cool stuff you can customize, quite a lot. Now I'll go through each and every one of them very quickly just so you understand how cool this is. Now, the first one is always use latest tweet timeline. Now, sometimes Twitter messes with your timeline, like I said at this video, to give you what they feel might be the most engaging tweets, which I really hate. What I want to do is see things in the order in which they happened, so I can keep up with latest events or what's happening with people I follow as and when it happens, not having to come across it and stumble across it if Twitter allows me to. So I always leave that on. So usually it's on by default. Most of these are on by default, and of course you can tweak them, but again, for the sake of the video, I've turned everything off so we can start from fresh and then go that way. Now with retweets, you can choose to hide them, which I find useful sometimes, or you can choose to show them in a separate retweets timeline. So I do this instead because, again, super cool. You get to keep that separate. So you get your pure tweets and then you get retweets separate. Fast blocking, if you just want to go one click, there's someone on there who's being toxic, being difficult, just one click, block them. You don't have to worry about it. Again, makes that quicker. You can turn that on if you want. Hide who to follow some topics, etc. That's really cool. So on the other side, where you get the follow some topics, that all that unnecessary stuff, you can turn that off. Love that. Hide more tweets when viewing a tweet from direct link. Again, love that. Turn that on as well. And then again, this is the big one, hide sidebar content, so you don't get to see all the nonsense that Twitter wants to push on you, all the headlines about things going on in places you don't care about, things going on that you don't care about and you're not interested in, and just serves to distract you and tries to lock you into the site for longer than you should be on it. I always turn that on, keeps it clean. And then of course, if you want to turn off your DMs or hide it completely, you can do that as well. You can also do you can do some more visual tweaks using the base font size with the navigation bar, such and such. And then of course you can hide some of the navigation bar items like explore. Again, like I said, I hate this one because it's purely there to keep you in that addictive behavior of that feedback loop of clicking to the next tweet and next trend and next trend. It's useless. Turn that off. You can turn off bookmarks and lists as well. Again, with lists, I won't go into details, but if you know, it can be pretty toxic. So I usually just turn all these off. And then the account switcher, if you don't have multiple accounts, you don't need this. So this is just clutter, so you can turn this on. If you're someone who has like a business account for your Twitter, if you've got a Twitter account for your business, I don't know why I said that wrong, you can use this. You can turn this off so you can actually still switch accounts. Now this is another cool feature they've got, which is it gives the ability to either highlight, oh wait, let me just make sure that's visible, just a moment. There we go. Sorry about that. Now this is another cool feature on verified accounts. It gives the ability to do nothing, hide or highlight them. So if you don't want to see the just constant barrage of I know better than you opinions from all these verified accounts, you can just hide them, or you can highlight them, so at a glance right, that's a verified account. You can just skip them, or if you want to pay attention to verified accounts, that's also helpful. So that gives you both sides, right? It's a completely flexible tool. So usually I just highlight them so I know just at a glance that this is a blue checkmark person, and I know whether to discard or pay closer attention depending on what topic I'm following. So yeah, those are the settings, those are the customization options. Now let's head over back to Twitter and see what happens. Now bear in mind you might need to refresh, so most likely you need to refresh, so just do that. If it doesn't work after refreshing, just close your browser, restart it, and it should be right as rain. Now if you look at this now, it looks a lot better. As you can see, blue check mark, highlighted, 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 highlighted. Again, due to the way I use Twitter, I do tend to follow a lot of blue check marks, just pretty much experts on certain topics I'm interested in. So I can actually see at a glance, okay, this is just a regular person, or this is a brand or a personality I follow. So just at a glance, it allows me to see that. Now look at this over here, latest tweets and then retweets up top. So I can actually click again to see all the retweets. So it cleans up my timeline so much, so I don't actually have to have these retweets mixed up in my regular timeline. So I can just focus purely on the latest tweets. So I go over there up top and I click on latest tweets again, and I can just see it's a lot more clean. And of course it's forced to give me the latest tweet. So this is 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, and that's just how it goes. So I have my timeline back. And now the best part is, if you look at the left, it's removed the explore tab, it's removed lists and bookmarks. So I don't need all of that. I just need my stuff, notifications, messages, and my profile, and of course more for settings. And the best part of this, on the right hand side, you can see that beautiful blank space. No more trends, no more suggestions from Twitter, no more interference. perfect. Just perfect. Now I can just use Twitter as I want to without, the company trying to manipulate me into engaging with their websites longer than I need to. So now I just come on Twitter, I see what people I'm interested in have to say, and I can just log off. I don't have to worry about this happening in some country I don't really have any much concern for, or some events with some celebrities that I don't care about. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I can just focus completely on my own content, on what I'm interested in, on my own interests, and call it a day from there. So guys, I hope this helps you. It's definitely helped me. It keeps me calm. I don't need to have any just stress with social media anymore. And yeah, let me know if you guys like this, and I'll try to do one for YouTube and Facebook. But again, let me know in the comment section below if this was useful, if you'd like to see me do this for other social media websites, and I'll happily oblige. And if you have any questions or need any help, please make sure you ask in the comment section below. And most importantly, guys, smash that like button. It helps me a lot. Smash that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. Love to have you. We're fast approaching 500 subscribers. Can you imagine that, guys? I'm so thankful, guys, for all your support so far. I didn't expect this to take off that well, but yeah, hey, we're getting there. And as usual, till next time, you know what it is. Be fantastic. I'll see you around. Cheers.